don't.
This is dirty tricks, guys, and fighting.
I am all about dirty tricks.
I am for this. This is
He's
good.
giving him the Muda.
This is good.
What we're going to show you here is what you might call a dirty trick. Some people might call it unfair. We call it.
I need all this advice, guys. I'm not even joking.
No, this is good. And he's got like a little clip-on knife in his pocket. I can see it. He's a true man.
Winning. Okay? In a violent confrontation, we have a set of rules that go 1 through 50. Rule number 1.
God, 50 rules?
Pause it. I don't want to get into the rules until we actually do the show.
What is rule number 1, you think?
Oh,
This is only like 3 minutes. Let's go through it. It's like 3 minutes.
You know what rule number 1 is, Ronnie?
Be nice.
There are no rules. Rule 2 through Rule 50 is refer to rule number 1. We're going to show you these. Once in a while, you can.
Next time we're out and about, guys, and somebody starts with me, y'all got to tell them, remind me about the rules.
I will. Ronnie, remember,
Rules.
there are no rules.
Remember rule number 48.
Even have fun with some of these. First one is a spontaneous human response. Okay, you've got a problem.
It does make the move
somebody's starting
easier.
some things, you reach into your pocket, you pull out the change, and it's an automatic response. You can try this with your friends. Drop some money on the ground, they'll look down. This just bought me. If you look, when Greg looked down, even just bend slightly, he took his eyes off me, he looked down, strike.
Guys, how many times have you ever been in a fight and you pull some change out of your pockets?
The only thing you could that's not applicable. Now, if like you take off your shirt in a fight and throw it in his face and come right behind the shirt, I can get that. But dropping change, you are dead.
If it's a quarter, he is going to look
The
up.
other thing we can do.
He's got to pick his money up. He's got to get home.
Okay, I'm a smoker. A lot of people are smokers. Real quick, he's sticking the finger in the face, cigarette in the eye.
Dude.
Boom. Automatic response. He snapped his head back. His entire body is open. Any strike you want. Okay?
Any strike
Same
you
thing
want.
with the change. He's sticking the finger in your face, right in the eyes.
Dude, I'm the goober that's just like punching bag, this training dummy.
Dude, I'm going to try this next time I start some shit with me. I'll throw some change in her face.
I got to start smoking.
Once again, the response.
The cigarette to the face is like a badass move.
I like that he's a fighting expert, but he's letting you know he smokes. Like, you wouldn't get that these days.
Turn the head away. Now, if you really want to get dirty about it,
Oh, he's got an assistant.
you got a little bit of a scenario. You're at a party. You're minding your own business. A big bully comes up and starts to rap.
You're kind of a jerk, kind of a little short, punky.
Okay.
Dude, heart punch.
Is it dirty? Okay, but it works. Another, where you might call a diversion.
Edit.
I normally wear glasses. Okay, he's going to be the bully.
We're
Why don't you
grown.
Just take your little ass down the road, buddy.
Oh,
In
language.
this fight, I want to take my glasses off.
Oh, take your little glasses off.
Oh,
Okay, and immediately.
so after
The way he is throwing his body at this other man.
Okay, yeah, the spaz attack. Break that down for me, Jay. Like, so after you've distracted him by putting something in his face, the follow-up looks really janky.
Well, it looks like he's like guarding him in basketball. You know, he's like breaking down and
He's like boxing him out, but he's fouling him, but not a hard foul.
He's just like shuffling his feet. I'm a little shook on that.
And he puts his hand like on his torso somewhere. I don't know if that's supposed to be a strike.
like his strike on the previous move was, I'm going to open hand slap this dude in the stomach.
This
Like,
guy might be 4 feet tall.
Immediate response after throwing the glasses, diversion, would be to attack straight in. Okay? A lot of times they'll set them up for it.
I always
Like
get
said,
my
you
ass beat.
smoke, you got change. Whatever you have in your pocket is a potential weapon, and it's not necessarily a weapon that's going to put them out of action. It's going to buy you that half second to 1.5 seconds and possibly change the outcome
half a
of a
second
fight.
to
A lot of
1.5
times,
seconds.
by using the diversion, inflicting a little bit of pain, you can save from having to go out and do a whole lot of pain and end up in a legal situation.
for watching our
Stop. Drop.
We've covered several other different types of weapons. We're going to talk a little bit about and show you a couple things about basic stick defense. The first thing is
These are two of the smallest men.
Standard street type axe handle, although
Well, I mean, they wouldn't have to know these tricks. You got to think about it. He's probably getting his ass beat all the time out in the bars. People pick on him about being a little bastard.
Yes.
He's throwing his damn change at him, his cigarette.
Ronnie, what's this airing on?
These have to be like 1980s or early 90s VHSs you bought for self-defense, like the late night infomercials where they tell you you can.
So this would be a scenario where these guys, from start to finish, made it, produced it, edited it. Okay. And then if they could afford to make 50 VHSs, they made 50 VHSs or 5,000.
What is this crap clipped onto his belt?
I think you're right. It's a little bitty knife.
That would be my club defense.
we have these tape pieces
Maybe
marked
it's his
off for
phone.
a reason. This is a
pager, maybe a pager.
Similar to sword fighting technique. It's just a piece of information most people are not aware of. When you have a stick, using it like a baseball strike like this,
you're dead.
we have the tape marking off on the stick here. Between 60 and 75% of the distance from the hand
It's about
grip
the girth.
is where all the power is on this stick. If somebody gets hit with the inside of the stick here,
hurt.
The power is
This
not much
isn't
different than getting hit
unuseful
with the hand.
information.
Clear at the end of the stick, it's not that it is not dangerous at all. A clipping motion with the end of the stick, just catch a jaw or the edge of the chin because the speed is the greatest at the end. It's still dangerous, but there is far less power behind the blow than if you get hit with this spot.
Really? I always
So
thought it would be
basically,
different.
what
The
this
closer you are to the
translates
hands,
into
the safer
is if
you are.
have somebody
That's what he
and
said.
in the stick fighting business, in
And the
stick
stick
defense,
fighting
the
biz.
longer the weapon, the more dangerous it is. A person extends their reach, extends their range of motion by just picking up a weapon, wood, iron, any material. The longer it is, the better the potential weapon is. So we
That's
have
what she
somebody
said.
who is doing an assault with a weapon like this, and
Here we
Well,
go.
where
they're
the
gonna take a full
demonstrations at?
swing
That's why people
shots.
get these videos.
They're using the weapon like
This
this.
is way
either
too much
one
talking.
hand or base.
I had a guy one time in elementary school. I was going to try to beat his ass, and he grabbed a golf club and he started swinging it back and forth and wouldn't let me close to him.
Dude, that's the best defense.
And I was like, you know what? Screw it. And I left. And then he told everybody to beat me up.
I mean,
style.
he earned the right to do that.
It's-
Should have rushed him.
If they're
I was scared because it was a golf club.
Should have rushed him, dude.
coming around like this and you're going to get hit between the tape, you're taking the best shot he can give. And you're volunteering for it, too.
That's what she
You
said.
don't need to do that. Remember, from
Shoot
here
him.
down and from here out, there is very little power. Once you cross the threshold behind here, pass by, come on in, you get by here, this is what makes the stick different than gun or edged weapons. Once you're in this close, as long as you stay this close, you don't have to worry about this weapon in this person's hand
That and
nearly
bullets
as much
and
as you
blades.
did with the other weapons. It's of very little value now. In
No
fact, it's
blades,
a
no
hindrance
bows.
to this person.
Leave your
because
weapons
There's
here.
no way he can get the power.
Jacked up
onto
dude
you
catches me
anymore.
in the throat
So
What
you
with
mo-
don't have to
the
pay
handle
any
movie is that
attention to
from,
this weapon
Ronnie?
anymore.
I don't
That's
know.
the basic
You don't
difference
know?
between stick fighting,
No. Is
edged
that Robin
weapons,
Hood?
Nice.
and firearms is
No blades,
you have
no bows.
the liberty of not
Leave your
having
I've
to
seen it like-
completely
I've seen it like
disarm
once
the
in my
weapon
life.
before you
That's a good
assault
pull.
your attacker. That's the number one difference.
Look, man, you don't have to tell
most
us
of the
that we're
techniques
better
that we've
off
shown
fighting
you
a guy with a stick
joint
versus a guy with a
manipulation,
gun.
gun disarming, edged weapons.
Oh, here we go.
After you clear inside the stick and get this far, lots of those techniques are going to work.
Oh!
Same thing. And you have the added benefit of you don't have to worry so much about this. Taking a shot with
He's
this
a better
part of the
fighter
stick
than the guy in the
under
red blue
combat
shirt is.
conditions,
No
you
doubt.
won't even notice it, relatively speaking.
See the way he
This is
took
what
over
you
that
gotta worry
elbow?
About when it's
Bow to your
inside, there's
sensei.
no way he can bring the real weapon
Blue shirt is the
to
sensei.
bear upon you, the target. So
What if he
getting
tries to take the
inside
stick and hit you in the
past
dick with
what
it,
we
right
call
between the
sweet
legs?
spot
What
of
is the move?
weapon is your number
Run.
one job.
Secrets of a modern warrior.
I'm about to order all those. Those punches aren't sneaky.
Okay, one thing we want to cover here is what we call either it's a defensive or an offensive.
It's almost like he's begging people to say something to him. He's got that face, that mustache ride, and he's
He needs that mustache too. Like if you took that off, how hideous is this dude? I'm trying to
look at him right now. He's like he's dead.
It's a position, and that's how you carry yourself. Okay, you have a confrontation that might be starting. What do you do with your hands? If you double up and do this, you start a fight. There might not be a fight, but you should be able to strike and defend.
I brought my buddies, Screw and you.
So using Greg here, we're going to show you a couple of techniques.
Greg.
You're never going to, don't tie any of your arms up. You can stand like here, and you look totally.
Well, if I want to throw my change at him like that.
Strike. You have your outward blocks, once again. Okay, the other hand, outward block. Okay, if you try to kick. Okay. You can come out block there. At no time are my hands being.
Man, there's no way if I have my arms crossed, I have enough strength to push an arm out of the way that's coming at me full speed.
Blocks, your downward blocks from each side. At the same time, you can strike from this position.
Tim, this guy's still alive. It proves it works.
Getting into this finger poking routine. Okay, you can come right in. Strike.
Suck me.
Same thing. Comes into there, right to the side of the head. What you're doing is you're resting one hand above the other hand. You're not locking them underneath. If I do this, I completely negated my right hand.
He can just push you.
He pushes against. He gained the.
Oh, he also knows karate. That's why he can't let him just catch his breath. He can't get in that space.
Do a strike to here.
Oh, yeah.
One. You hit a strike to the back knuckle. Using that back knuckle is a viable strike. At the same time, you're defensive. If he comes in, you got an outside block.
Block the punch with your face. Dude.
Joint break. So it's really important how you position yourself. Also, who's got the advantage? If I'm
rip his throat out.
At this point, he's got the advantage. I've limited it where I can strike him. He's got my whole front. So I'm not going to do that. I'm going to quarter away from him. I'm limited on my strikes against him. I've now limited his strikes against me. By one step to here, behind them.
Perfect.
Nerve.
Foot placement. If you ever watch boxing, they'll always tell a right-hand boxer fighting a southpaw boxer, stay outside his right foot, he can never hit you. Foot positioning is very important. If Greg and I start positioning,
I'll be sure to look. I'll be sure to look at his damn feet the next time I'm fighting some son of a bitch. Let me check his feet.
Gain the momentum advantage.
Dude, Greg's got him. Oh, never mind. I thought Greg had him this time.
Outside.
Tim, help me. I was looking at his feet and he knocked me out.
I mean, I haven't been in a lot of fights. I'm not the street fighting champion, but I doubt you have enough time to process punch and then access your brain files on punch block movement.
I don't carry cash. You think I could throw my debit card at his face?
Yes.
And I
You
realized
can sharpen the edges.
Dude, what if Parker got in a fight and he threw them keys that had his feet on?
Oh, it's over.
That'd be great. That would kill him right there.
The best tool, the best weapon you have is your brain. Use it.
Take it out and throw it at him.
Put it
in his eyes.
Use your brain.
Once the goo's in his eyes, will open up his front, his back. I can grab his punch, step behind him.
That's amazing. But I'm definitely going to use it next time somebody comes and bullies me as an adult.
I'm going to practice some of those moves.
1 through 10, how effective do you think this is, Jay?
2 out of 10.
Tim?
6 out of 10 for the information about where the power is coming in when you swing a stick.
How many times has somebody come at you with a stick?
I mean, you never know.
Like in your life.
You never know. 0. But it's the weapon that's always there.
A stick is always there?
He's always fighting off guys' sticks.
A pipe.
Yeah, so like, are you like getting a pipe out of the ground to come? They're getting it out of the ground to come fight you? Or?
What if I did? What if I just knew there was some sort of underground water pipe and I put my fist through the earth and I ripped it up out of the ground and beat a dude with it?
It's usually the pipe he's fighting is coming out of the other guy's zipper.
And now I know.
Now you
Now-
have to defend it.
Now I know I'm safer if I get closer to it.
Close to the base.
Gotta get close to it. Because if I just let that son of a bitch hit me 3/4 of the way, it's gonna do some serious damage.
You can't
If
let
just the
it
tip grazes my chin, that's when it's at its fastest.
you can't,
But-
you can't,
but
you
it-
can't
it
let
won't
get
hurt as
stretched
bad.
out.
Yeah.
Can't let it get stretched out.
Huh.
I love you guys.